Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about the company and the stock New Age Beverages, NBEV. So we're going to be talking about if this company is a buy, a sell, if it's a crash, what you should do with this company. That's what we're going to be discovering in this video right here. So without any further ado, let's get started. So when we look at this company right off the bat, I just made $5 million. $5 million. That's $5 million the past month investing. As you can see, I have more than $100 million. Subscribe to my channel so I can teach you how to make millions.
Let me tell you about my day so far. Coffee in Paris, surfed the Maldives, took a little nap on Mount Kilimanjaro. Oh yeah, and I got digits from this Polish chick in Rio. And then I jumped back for the final quarter of the NBA Finals. Courtside, of course. And all that was before lunch. I could go on, but all I'm saying is, I'm standing on top of the world.
Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about the company and the stock New Age Beverages, NBEV. So we're going to be talking about if this company is a buy, a sell, if it's a crash, what you should do with this company. That's what we're going to be discovering in this video right here. So without any further ado, let's get started. So when we look at this company right off the bat, we know that the PE ratio is not looking good. The earnings per share is in the negative. We can see that the monthly is a strong buy. But when you look at the hourly and the daily, we can see that according to the investing app, you can see that in the very short term, it's a strong sell. But if we're looking at it from a longer perspective, we can see that on the monthly basis, it's looking like a buy. So it really depends on your perspective. Are you in this company for the short term? Are you in it for the long term? So let's see what people are saying, what people are talking about with this company. We can see Sylvain Langlois is saying, good stock, I buy it. Got one thumbs up over there. I wonder how far down it will go, drop before pulling back. Luis Checo. And you can see Tom Lee is talking about how NBEV is a hot stock. It's burning hot. So let's look at the technical. We can see, like I said, in the very short term, we can see it's a strong sell. But when we look at the longer term, we can see that it's a strong buy. And when we look at the fundamentals, the technical aspects of this company, we can see that the MECD indicates that this is a buy. The RSI indicates it's a buy. And we can see over here the ADX, the CCI. We can see the highs and the lows. We can look at the ROC. These are so many fundamentals pointing at a buy, for New Age Beverages. Just the UO is not looking good. But that's only one thing. When you look at the news, we already know there's no major news in the short term. We already know that New Age Beverages has been making products with infused with CBDs. Now how much of CBDs is hype and marketing and fabricated science? That's the question. There's a bit of a debate going on whether CBD has been pushed to be more powerful than it actually is. I mean, but the proponents of the cannabis industry are talking about how THC, the ingredient that gets you high, is actually the ingredient with all the benefits. So there's a bit of debate with THC versus CBD. So there's still a little bit of debate going on in that field. More people seem to prefer the THC. So until New Age Beverages start infusing their products with THC, mix it up with some vodka and liquor and caffeine and maybe some other cool stuff, then maybe that will hype their product to a whole new level. That will get this product sky high, because we know people love uppers like caffeine, and people also love the liquid courage from the booze. So this is what we're talking about over here. New Age Beverages needs to come up with new beverages. No pun intended. We could look at the net income in the negative range. This is what we're talking about here. The operating income, negative. The net income, negative. This is not looking good. The revenue on investment, not looking good. The net profit margin, not looking good. The only thing looking good is the gross margin. When you look at the balance sheet looking okay. Not too many liabilities, much more assets. This is good. That means there's potential. There's potential in this company, and this company needs to turn things around. Come with new products, new beverages. That's what we're looking for over here. The earnings per share in the negative. This is not looking good. This is what I'm talking about. We look at the comments. We already reviewed the comments, but some people are saying, like Jim Jones, NBEV is not a play for today. It's a long play. So we can see that there's a bit of commentary going on over here, a bit of discussion. We can see Deepak Paul is saying, why is NBEV is being consolidated right now? And we can see Brandon Chappell is like, NBEV is awesome. So we can see some people are feeling a CBD between NEV Marley. Amazing. Some people seem to love the CBDs. Me personally, not a personal choice of mine. I would prefer if I was to buy such a product, me putting myself in a stoner shoe, I would want the THC. Now, let me know if you guys agree, disagree. It's okay. It's okay if you disagree. But my personal opinion, they need to come up with new beverages, up their game. They need to start putting Monster Drink and all these energy drinks out of business. They need to start putting everything out of business. That's what they need to do. They need to expand. They need to broaden their horizons. I have good faith New Age Beverages can and will possibly turn things around. You can see Tom Lee. Now this was in December 25th, so these are old comments over here. But Now, when we look at the New Age Beverages, this graph over here, we can see New Age Beverages does very poorly when it comes to dividends. The value of New Age Beverages is also very poor. The future is looking okay. The past looking poor, but the health of this company, it's looking rather healthy. Flawless balance sheet with a reasonable growth potential. This is looking good. We like this stock. Y'all know what I'm saying? The New Age Beverage Corporation, a healthy, functional beverage company, engages in the development, marketing, sales, and distribution of beverages. We looking at the 3-month price history. We can see that it's doing very good. We can see New Age Beverages has a significant price volatility in the past 3 months. We can see that the value of New Age Beverages undervalued based on future cash flow and its price relative to the stock market. We can see that the value score is a 1 out of 6. This is looking bad. Why is this bad? It's because I was unable to calculate intrinsic value for New Age Beverages to establish if it is available at moderate discount. We could see it's unable to calculate intrinsic value for New Age Beverages to establish if it is average at a substantial discount. New Age Beverages is loss-making. We can't compare its value to the U.S. beverage industry. But the good news, New Age Beverages is good value based on assets compared to the U.S. beverage industry average. We can look at the future. We can see that the expected annual growth rate, 90.6% annual growth in earnings. Estimated growth in earnings. We can look at this. The estimated earnings growth, very high, very healthy, very good. You can see the actual and the estimated. It's a little bit of a difference. You can see the estimated is a little bit of off from the actual. We can look at the past and the future earnings per share. We can see it's looking much better in the 2020, 2021. So in the future, we're looking at what? In the future, it must seem to be able to have a lot of growth potential. It's unable to establish if New Age Beverages will efficiently use shareholders' funds in the future without estimates of return on equity. When we look at the past is looking poor. We can see New Age Beverages does not make a profit, and the year-on-year earnings growth rate was negative over the past 5 years. It's unable to compare New Age Beverages 1-year earnings growth to the 5-year average, as it is not currently profitable. Unable to compare New Age Beverages 1-year growth to the U.S. beverage industry average, and it is not currently profitable. We can look at the revenue. The revenue is looking good. The earnings looking poor. So when you look at the performance of the previous years, all bad. It is difficult to establish if New Age Beverages has efficiently used shareholders' funds last year. Return on equity greater than 20%, as it is in the loss making. We can look negative 14.88%, negative 14.49%, negative 16.04%. That's the return on equity. The return on assets at minus 14.49%, and the return on capital of minus 14.88%. This is looking bad. You can see it is difficult to establish if New Age Beverages has efficiently used its assets last year compared to the U.S. beverage industry average return on assets that is in the loss making. It is difficult to establish if New Age Beverages improved its use of capital last year versus 3 years ago return on capital employed, as it is currently loss making. But the good news is the health. This company is looking rather healthy. This is why it's looking healthy. The assets to liabilities. New Age Beverages is able to meet its short-term 1-year commitments with its holdings of cash and other short-term assets. New Age Beverages cash and other short-term assets cover its long-term commitments. We can look at the net worth equity. We can see it's looking much better than its debt. New Age Beverages level of debt 4.6 compared to the net worth is satisfactory, less than 40%. This is looking good. The level of debt compared to the net worth has been reduced over the past 5 years. This is looking good. 915.9% versus 4.6% today. The operating cash flow is negative, therefore debt is not well covered. New Age Beverages is making a loss, therefore interest payments are not well covered by earnings. But look at the dividend. We already know that New Age Beverages has not been offering any dividends. Zero, zilch, nada, zero. When we look at the management, we can see the CEO, Brent Willis, 57 years old, tenure 3 years, compensation $200,000. And there's this guy right here. So Mr. Brent David Willis has been the Chief Executive Officer of New Age Beverages Corporation since March 24, 2016. Mr. Willis served as Chief Financial Officer of New Age Beverages and Corporation since March 2016 until October 2016. Mr. Willis has been an executive chairman and director of XFIT Brands Inc. Since September 2014, Mr. Willis has been the majority owner and chairman and chief executive officer of a number of private equity-backed companies, including Unified Learning, LLC, Beverages, Life Sciences Inc., and Throwdown Industries Inc. since 2008. Mr. Willis served as the Chief Executive Officer, President, and Secretary at Electronic Cigarettes International Group, formerly Victor Electronic Cigarettes Corporation, from June 25, 2013 to April 8, 2015. It's very good to know this information. Mr. Willis served as the Chairman and the Chief Executive Officer of Liberty Ammunition Inc. So we could see he has a lot of experience. He serves as the Chief Executive Officer, President, Secretary, Director of TechMine Industries Inc. He served as the Treasurer of TechMine Industries Inc. until July 9, 2013. He served as the Chief Executive Officer of Vascular Technologies Inc. since July 2008. He served as Treasurer of Victory Electronic Cigarettes Corporation until 2013. He served as the Chief Executive Officer of Ultralight Technologies Inc. since July 2008 and served as its Chairman of the Board. Mr. Willis served as the President and Chief Executive Officer of Cobb Corporation from 2006 to March 24, 2008. Mr. Willis served as the president of Asia Pacific Zone, and we can see it goes on and on. So he has a lot of experience. He served at the Cotton Corporation from May 16, 2006 to March 24th. Holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Engineering from the U.S. Military Academy at West Point in 1982 and an MBA from the University of Chicago in 1991. So he's also educated. So Brett's remuneration is lower than average for companies of similar size in the United States of America. Brent's compensation has increased while company is loss-making. So he's making more while everyone else is losing. That's interesting. So we can see the board of directory, and we can look at the average tenure for the New Age Beverage board director is less than 3 years. This suggests a new board. And no 3-month insider trading information. And we know there's no major news in the short term except the infused drinks. And we know that this company is based on many drinks from tea, coffee, kombucha, energy drinks, coconut water, functional waters. Pretty much they make all kinds of drinks, and they have all these products: cold brew, Coco Libre, Pedia, Spin Pure, pH. And this company sells products across 50 states in the United States and has approximately 10 countries internationally through direct and store door distribution systems. New Age Beverage Corporation is headquartered in Denver, Colorado. And we can see that it's headquartered in Colorado. And thanks for watching, guys. Smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, and make sure you guys check out my other New Age Beverage videos. And also make sure you guys look forward to my new upcoming New Age Beverage video. So smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, and see you guys next time on my next New Age Beverage video. Thanks for watching.